You've probably done this before. You launch a game, notice it's not running as smoothly as you expected. Maybe there's a bit of stutter, a few frame drops, and then you remember something. Wait, I should turn on gaming mode. So you open your settings, flip the switch, maybe even restart your game. And for a moment, it feels like you've done something important, like you just unlocked extra performance. But here's the uncomfortable question. Did that actually do anything meaningful? Gaming mode sounds powerful. The name alone suggests your computer is about to switch into a high-performance state, like a car going into sport mode. More speed, more power, better results. That's what most people expect. But the reality is a lot less exciting. Gaming mode doesn't make your hardware faster. It doesn't upgrade your CPU or GPU, and it doesn't fix deeper performance issues. What it actually does is much simpler. It reduces background activity, limits some interruptions, and slightly prioritizes your game. That's it. It's not a turbo button. It's more like telling your computer to stay focused. And that can help, but only in certain situations. If your system is already clean and not running many background apps, gaming mode doesn't have much to do. There's nothing to optimize, so turning it on won't suddenly give you higher FPS or remove lag. This is where most people get it wrong. They think gaming mode is a performance booster, when it's really more of a performance stabilizer. It can reduce distractions, but it doesn't increase power. Think of it like trying to work faster. If you're already in a quiet room, removing noise won't make you work twice as fast. But if you're in a noisy environment, it can help you stay consistent. Gaming mode works the same way. Now, here's the important part. Most performance issues don't come from background distractions. They come from real limitations. Your CPU might be the bottleneck. If it's struggling to process tasks, gaming mode won't fix that. Your GPU might be maxed out, especially in demanding games. Again, no change there. Your system might be overheating, causing it to slow down to protect itself. Gaming mode can't override that either. Storage is another big one. If your game is installed on a slow hard drive, loading times and responsiveness will suffer. Switching to an SSD often makes a bigger difference than anything gaming mode can do. And then there's background software. Launchers, overlays, browser tabs, and random apps can quietly use resources. Gaming mode might reduce some of this, but it doesn't clean everything up. Manually closing unnecessary programs is usually more effective. Here's something that surprises a lot of people. On modern systems, the difference between gaming mode on and off is often very small, sometimes even unnoticeable. That's because operating systems are already good at managing resources on their own. So why does it feel like it helps? Because it gives you a sense of control. You flip a switch, and it feels like you've optimized something. And sometimes, if your system was a bit overloaded, it might help slightly. But that doesn't mean it's fixing the real issue. The real improvements come from understanding your system. Performance is about balance. Your computer is made of multiple components working together. If one part is weak, it limits everything else. That's called a bottleneck. Think of it like a highway that suddenly narrows into one lane. No matter how wide the road was before, traffic slows down at that point. Your computer works the same way. If your CPU, GPU, or storage is the bottleneck, gaming mode won't fix the slowdown. So instead of relying on one feature, you need to look at what's actually happening. Check your CPU and GPU usage. See if they're maxed out. Look at your temperatures to make sure your system isn't overheating. Check your storage. If you're still using a hard drive, upgrading to an SSD can make a huge difference. And also, clean up your system. Close unnecessary apps,